Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we keep you informed about the latest happenings within the British royal family. Today, we have a particularly fascinating series of events to discuss, ones that blend solemn commemoration with the ever-expressive language of royal fashion. We'll be delving into the recent VE Day 80th anniversary commemorations, and specifically how members of the royal family, including the Princess of Wales and Queen Camilla, paid their respects and perhaps sent subtle messages through their attire. The choices made, particularly by Catherine, Princess of Wales, have truly captured attention, echoing a beloved figure from the past. Before we delve into the intricate details of these poignant moments and stylish statements, please do take a moment to like this video if you appreciate these royal insights. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel and clicking that notification bell so you never miss an update. The past week has been one of profound reflection and remembrance in the United Kingdom, as the nation marked the 80th anniversary of Victory in Europe Day, VE Day. This significant milestone commemorates the end of the Second World War in Europe, a time of immense sacrifice and ultimate relief. Central to these commemorations was a deeply moving service of thanksgiving, held on Thursday at the historic Westminster Abbey. This iconic London landmark, the setting for so many pivotal moments in British history from coronations to royal weddings, provided a suitably grand and solemn backdrop for an occasion dedicated to honoring the heroes and victims of the war. The atmosphere within the Abbey was one of reverence and gratitude, as dignitaries, veterans, and members of the royal family gathered to pay tribute. And it was here at Westminster Abbey that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, truly captured widespread attention with a particularly meaningful gesture. Attending the service of thanksgiving, the princess looked the epitome of grace and thoughtfulness. Her choice of attire was far more than just a beautiful outfit. It was a carefully considered homage to her late mother-in-law, the beloved Princess Diana. Royal watchers and fashion commentators were quick to note the striking similarities. The Princess of Wales chose to rewear a stunning white dress adorned with navy blue polka dots, a piece distinguished by its elegant puffed shoulders and sophisticated ruched detailing around the neckline and bodice. This particular style, the combination of polka dots and the silhouette, immediately brought to mind some of Princess Diana's own iconic looks from the 1980s and early 1990s. Diana herself was known for her fondness for polka dots and for embracing fashion trends that included similar shoulder details. To complete this carefully curated ensemble, Princess Catherine selected a chic netted percher hat, perfectly complementing the dress. But perhaps the most poignant element of her tribute was her choice of jewelry. The princess wore a pair of exquisite pearl earrings, pieces that once belonged to and were frequently worn by Princess Diana. These weren't just any pearls, they are instantly recognizable to those who followed Diana's life and style, making their appearance on Catherine an even more direct and touching act of remembrance. This deliberate echo of Diana's style, particularly at such a significant national event, resonated deeply with many, seen as a beautiful way to keep Diana's memory alive and acknowledge her enduring influence. The Princess of Wales has often been praised for her ability to blend contemporary style with nods to royal tradition and history, and this was a masterful example. It's also worth noting that the Princess of Wales was not alone in her thoughtful sartorial choices that day. Duchess Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, also appeared to pay a subtle tribute to the late Princess Diana. While the specific details of Duchess Sophie's outfit that directly recreated a royal look of Diana's weren't extensively publicized in the initial reports, her presence and attire were also remarked upon for their elegance and appropriateness for the solemn occasion. It suggests a shared sentiment among the royal ladies to honor the past in their own distinct ways, with Sophie often being lauded for her dignified and understated approach to royal duties and fashion. Her nod, however subtle, contributes to the narrative of remembrance that characterized the VE Day service. The Princess of Wales's thoughtful fashion choices were not limited to the Thursday service. Earlier in the week, on Monday during a VE Day parade, Princess Catherine had already showcased her characteristic elegance and what many consider her signature style. For this event, she was seen in a chic, berry-toned coat. This choice, while different from the direct homage seen later in the week, still spoke to her polished and sophisticated approach to public appearances. The rich color and tailored fit were typical of the princess's wardrobe, which often features strong, classic silhouettes and an impeccable sense of occasion. It underscores her consistent ability to select outfits that are both stylish and respectful of the event she is attending. This earlier appearance set a tone of dignified remembrance that she carried through to the more formal service at Westminster Abbey. Now, shifting our focus slightly to another royal event that took place midweek, on Wednesday, the first Buckingham Palace garden party of the season was held. These garden parties are a cherished tradition, a way for the monarch to recognize and reward public service. For this occasion, Queen Camilla made a fashion choice that certainly sparked conversation. Her Majesty opted for a dress created by a designer who is notably a favorite of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. This choice, whether intentional or coincidental, did not go unnoticed by royal observers, given the complex dynamics within the royal family that have been subject to much public discussion. Adding another layer to the day's observations was the somewhat surprising absence of the Prince and Princess of Wales from this particular garden party. While members of the royal family have numerous engagements and their schedules are undoubtedly packed, their non-attendance at such a prominent early season event was remarked upon. It's important to remember that there can be many reasons for such absences, often relating to prior commitments or the careful balancing of duties among working royals. However, in the context of royal watching, every detail from attendance to attire is often scrutinized for deeper meaning. Returning to the solemn VE Day service of Thanksgiving at Westminster Abbey on Thursday, Queen Camilla herself presented a very stylish and dignified appearance. Her Majesty chose an ensemble that was both elegant and appropriate for the gravity of the occasion. She wore a beautifully crafted white crepe silk dress, paired with a matching white coat that featured distinctive black stitching detail, adding a touch of contrast and definition to the outfit. To complete her look, Queen Camilla wore a sophisticated black and white hat, which perfectly complemented her attire and accentuated her refined presence. Her choice of a predominantly white ensemble, often associated with peace and remembrance, felt particularly fitting for the V-Day commemorations. The overall effect was one of stately grace, underscoring her role as queen at this important national service. These recent appearances by senior royals highlight once again that royal fashion is often more than just about clothing. It's a nuanced form of communication, a way to pay tribute, to evoke memory, and sometimes, perhaps, to navigate complex familial and public narratives. The Princess of Wales's decision to so clearly channel Princess Diana through her polka dot dress and, most significantly, through the wearing of Diana's own pearl earrings was a powerful and emotional statement. For an audience that remembers Princess Diana vividly, these gestures can be deeply moving, fostering a sense of continuity and respect for her legacy. It speaks volumes about Catherine's understanding of her role and the enduring affection the public holds for her late mother-in-law. Similarly, Queen Camilla's choice of a designer favored by Meghan Markle for the garden party, whether a deliberate olive branch, a simple preference for the designer's work, or pure coincidence, inevitably invites interpretation. In the world of royalty, where direct public statements on personal matters are rare, attire can become a subtle vehicle for conveying messages or, at the very least, for prompting discussion and reflection. The absence of the Waleses from that same event adds another layer for consideration, though it's crucial to avoid over-speculation without concrete information. What is clear is that these choices are made with an awareness of the public gaze and the historical context in which these individuals operate. The VE Day commemorations in particular provided a platform for displays of unity, remembrance, and quiet dignity, all reflected in the thoughtful sartorial selections of the royal family. So, to summarize, the 80th anniversary of VE Day saw the royal family engaged in solemn acts of remembrance, with their fashion choices adding a fascinating layer of meaning. The Princess of Wales, Catherine, made a particularly poignant tribute to Princess Diana at the Westminster Abbey service, donning a polka dot dress and Diana's own pearl earrings, a gesture that has resonated widely. Duchess Sophie also offered a subtle nod to Diana. Earlier in the week, Kate showcased her signature elegance in a berry-toned coat for a VE Day parade. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla's choice of a dress by Meghan Markle's favored designer for the Buckingham Palace garden party, from which the Waleses were absent, provided another point of interest for royal watchers, followed by her own display of stately elegance at the VE Day service. These events and the attire chosen certainly give us much to reflect upon regarding the ways in which history, memory, and subtle communication are woven into the fabric of royal life. The power of a well-chosen outfit to convey respect, evoke emotion, and honor legacy is undeniable, especially within the enduring narrative of the British monarchy. What are your thoughts on these royal fashion statements, particularly the Princess of Wales's tribute to Princess Diana? Did Queen Camilla's choice of designer for the garden party catch your attention? We would love to hear your opinions and interpretations in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video if you found our discussion informative and engaging. And please do subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more royal updates and in-depth analyses. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to welcoming you back to our next video.